What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another PG Sports podcast. Our special guest today is JB Bird. We're going to chop it up. Got entrepreneurship, basketball stuff, whatever else we want to talk about. See if it works now. I got off my Wi-Fi. There we go.
Good.
Yeah, I got off the Wi-Fi. It worked.
Can't be messing with that Wi-Fi, man.
Yeah, everything. I mean, all my stuff been working fine until I don't know, maybe like a week and a half ago.
Yeah.
And then everyone's, saying because everyone's using it and stuff.
Yeah.
What's up, Justin? What's up, Miguel? So what's up? What's new with you?
Nothing, man. This quarantine got me going stir crazy, bro. You know me, I like to be on the move.
True. What else have you been doing?
Been trying to, business-wise, I was in a nice little groove before this quarantine, putting things together, and then just put the kibosh on all of that stuff. So I had to find a new routine, which is hard as hell. I was stunting. I'm not gonna hold you, like it really fucked up my my wave I had going on. So I had to get a new routine, and I'm just now figuring it out.
Yeah, have you been delivering stuff to people?
Yeah, I mean, in the beginning of this, I was, but I haven't in the past like 2-3 weeks. I haven't delivered anything. One of my the vendors that does some of the printing for the hoodies and the sweatsuits, his manufacturer has been on delay, which makes him on delay, which makes me on delay, and it's just fuck.
Yeah, I feel you on that. Yeah, that's the other thing. I was like, is it even sanitary for printers to make stuff right now?
Yeah, and I get it. I mean, it's tough for warehouses to be, manufacturing stuff, but this is the time people are at home buying shit, and they don't give a fuck. They don't want to hear nothing about a delay. They don't want to hear nothing about hiccups. They just want the product that they paid for, and rightfully so. I'm not mad at them.
Yeah, I mean, the funniest thing is, too, I think, I don't know, I feel like people are shopping online a lot, maybe more, maybe the same as usual, but
more, they are definitely shopping.
I guess because there's nothing to do. But then it's like, they're buying stuff, and then it's like, where are we going? Nowhere.
Yo, there's gonna be people are gonna come out this quarantine mad fly. Yo, they got mad gifts.
I was watching this thing on GQ Sports. They had Rudy Gay on. He was like, yo, I'm about to just like walk around in a new fit, like just my house.
Yo, you gotta get fly in the house now, man.
Yo, it's funny too, because I was just talking about, since I've been going live pretty much every day, Monday through Friday, I was just like, yo, I've been wearing more different t-shirts now than ever, because now I'm like, yo, I'm not usually just throwing on like a white t-shirt, and I'm just chilling, and I've been trying to switch up my hats every day too.
Oh, I see you got the red PG Sports joint.
Yeah, I had to do it.
I was actually sports shorts on right now.
Hey, there you go. Yeah, I was actually gonna pull out the Rodman jersey, but I couldn't find it.
Yo, I want a Rodman. I need a Pippen, another Jordan. Like all of this documentary got me fired up.
Yeah, funny thing is, my mom used to like Rodman. That's why I have the jersey.
Yo, mad people love Rodman. Like he used to get mad shit.
Yeah, yeah. I saw a tweet yesterday too. It was like, I don't know if Michael Jordan's the GOAT, because they listed like all the women Dennis Rodman dated.
Yeah, I know, right? Like the difference between MJ and Rodman is that I'm sure MJ was getting it on the low, but Rodman was just out there. He was like, "Fuck it, whatever."
Yeah. How about
about that, man?
Yeah, did you saw last night with the clip with Scott Burrell?
Oh yeah, when he said that he's an alcoholic.
Yeah, and then he was like, "Yo, chill. Like my parents are gonna be watching this."
He said, "Mom and Dad, your son's alcoholic."
Yeah, that was pretty funny. Look, you're gonna go crazy over this hat. I got it. I used to wear it when I was little, and I knew I had it, and I just pulled it out.
Yeah.
And I saw you wearing the beanie on your podcast.
Okay, that's vintage.
Yo, And then I was thinking about me and you talking about manufacturing. Imagine if we asked somebody to do something like this with the two.
Yeah, all right. Their header was
Yo, I don't think I ever seen this. Like even like now.
I've never seen that. That's
that.
I'm
Like
about to
no, I'm
buy
not even
that.
talking about the bullshit. Just this type with two-tone beanie.
I'm about to buy that off you, son.
Nah, this is too good. I gotta find an old picture because I know I was wearing it. I was always wearing it in the snow.
I used to rock MJ jerseys like every day, 3rd, 4th, 5th grade. I remember.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you saw more than me. I mean, you definitely remember more than me. So how old were you when 98? Yeah, how old were you?
I don't know. I was old enough to fucking remember.
Yeah, I definitely remember it, but like I don't remember it that well.
Nah, I was in it, man.
Because I was only 6. You were probably what, 11?
Yeah, I was 11 at that time. Yeah.
Yo, am I clear on this?
Clear to me.
Oh, good.
Yeah, because the other people in this.
Oh yeah, because the other day, like I saw myself clear and the person was clear, but then when I downloaded it, and then I was like, yo, I was blurred the whole time, and then they were like, yeah, and I was like, why didn't you tell me? You literally couldn't even see me talking to them; you just hear me.
Yeah, IG Live is weird, man. We could be all good, and then you download this shit, look like a whole nother compression.
I think also because just mad people are using it.
Yeah, everybody and their mom, literally everybody and their mom, old niggas is jumping on this shit. You petty rods don't know how to use this shit. Everybody's at home going live. They getting antsy. They don't know how to entertain themselves for a little bit.
What'd you think of the first 4 episodes?
Of the Bulls documentary?
Yeah.
What's up, fire. Yo, it makes me want to get on the court. It brings all those memories back of me watching the Bulls when I was little. And it was like, that's what about basketball. The shit was competitive, and it the conversation of like whether or not MJ would go up the water. Like, of course he was a GOAT. Like, that's not even a question. We could debate about who's second, who's third. There ain't no question who's first.
The other thing that I hope comes out of this is like Rodman just like showing that you don't need to like score a million points.
The younger generations that didn't really know MJ, like they grew up to grab these boards.
You there? Am I frozen? Yeah. Damn, this shit is trash.
But
there we go. Yeah, I hope it. I don't know if people. Well, I don't know how the kids are going to react, but I mean, I hope that opens their eyes that they don't have to just score the ball.
Yeah, man. 30+ games with 20+ rebounds and 0 points.
Is there anyone that you could think of in today's game that's like that?
No, I mean,
because I can't think of anybody.
Selfless guys that's like that. I mean, I think
Josh?
The closest person is probably Draymond Green, but I don't even think he's anywhere close to him, to be honest with you. Like, in my opinion, Draymond Green is no Dennis Rodman.
Yeah.
Draymond Green just happened to be lucky to be drafted to the right spot because we all seen him being exposed this year for who he was. He's really just a run-of-the-mill NBA player, if you ask me.
You always go hard on all the NBA players.
Just Draymond Green is regular, and Trash Bag McGee over in the Raptors. Saw that video where he got clamped up by Kevin Hart?
Nah. Like Kevin Hart?
Yeah, Kevin Hart put the clamp on him. Yes, 5'2" Kevin Hart on a one-on-one drill.
That's wild. I have to look it up. What's up, K9? What's up, Marcus? Yo, is it me or you? There you go. You're back again. Yo, is it your Wi-Fi or what? Your Wi-Fi. Let's try this again. Yeah.
I gotta keep leaving and coming back into this shit, man. Wi-Fi crazy.
So it's your Wi-Fi.
Oh man, my Wi-Fi is up to speed out here, man. Top notch.
Bro, I got like 2 bars on like my Verizon too. That's why I'm like, what is going on?
Tell you, man. It's your next door neighbor trying to get on live and talk to their drink.
Oh man. Yeah, so for those that don't know, tell me what do mode is. Obviously I know.
Of course. Do mode is it's a brand that I started that is right now a digital networking platform that we created for people who aspire to be in do mode, which is a zone that you get in for, you know, ambitious people trying to level up in life in some capacity. Speak to people, entrepreneurs, people trying to level up in their everyday lives. So that means if you're trying to rise the corporate ladder or you're trying to get a degree or whatever the case is, this is a space for which we can cultivate ideas, share experiences. So do more stuff like that. You know, on the side, we got some gear too. So let's do mode in a nutshell.
Gotcha. Oh, the other thing I was going to tell you, I don't know if you just saw it. I think it just came out right before we went live that yeah. Did
Right
you?
after my do mode spiel, it kicked me out.
Yeah, I guess you only get like a couple minutes, and then you have to rejoin.
All right, so I'll be more succinct in my answers.
I don't know. Yeah, so I don't know if you just saw it. It just came out like right before we went live that the Ball family is about to sign with Rock Nation.
For what?
It's wild. So about I don't know. Clout. Get clout.
You think the other, what's his name, LaMelo is gonna be drafted high?
Yeah.
I think so too. I mean, he got a lot of hype around him.
Aaron Brooks just came out with something and like gave him mad praise. So.
Aaron Brooks.
Remember the point guard?
Oregon?
Yeah, the point guard.
Oh wow.
Played for the Rockets. He played with them in Australia.
So did Josh Boone.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Yeah, I didn't even know he was still playing.
Me neither.
That's crazy. Yeah, and then he got injured, and that's why he got injured, and then Aaron Brooks got injured. That's why they were thinking about signing Jello.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
I could shoot, yo. I like out of all 3 of them, he's got the best jump shot.
Yeah, probably.
Which is needed.
But you know what that means that they sign with Rock Nation? That means they're about to sign with Puma.
Hey, get rid of them big baller brand sneakers.
Well, those are already done.
Them shits was a dud, bro.
I don't know. Did you hear the interview where he was changing them every quarter?
Changing them every quarter. Them bitches was ripping. Mad people didn't even receive them. If they got them, they got like the wrong size or the wrong shoes entirely.
Yeah.
Yo, the Ball brothers are the prime example. Is like, yo, sometimes it's about speed, not about quality. Like, you just gotta go when it comes to business. Like, you gotta just put mad shit out there, strike while the iron's hot, because you might not ever have that opportunity again.
Yeah, but the weird thing about the sneakers, they partnered up sort of with another brand that actually makes sneakers. So that's why I don't understand how they were that bad.
Because of scale, they got really big, really fast, really popular. And that's a lot to maintain. Like like I was telling you earlier, I'm going through something similar where it's like, it's one thing to ask a local brand that does dope stuff, hey, can you make this print for me and give me a couple samples? Yeah, they can knock 2, 3 of those out. But when you come back with a bigger order, once the public says that they want it, and now it's like, oh, you can make 100 of them for me. It's like, oh, now that's gonna take months.
Did you ever get all the central sweatsuits done? Not done, actually. Did you ever collect all your money from everything?
Yeah, eventually. Eventually, I collected all the money, all the bread. It took a little while, but what I've noticed with that is that, and this is some of like the trials and tribulations of being an entrepreneur yourself, is like you learn how to maneuver a little better. Like this go around, I just was happy to have people wanting to buy my shit.
Yeah.
But next time I'm gonna do contract money up front, lead time with the making of it, all that shit.
Yeah, but at the same time, I feel like even a contract, sometimes even if they paid you half up front, then you'd be chasing them to get the other half.
It's true. I mean, at the end of the day, that's business. You find yourself in predicaments like that, but what am I gonna do? Stop?
No.
Not at all.
But would you do that? So would you do it again?
Yeah, that's bread, man. I'm trying to get my bread up. Bread up.
See, that's one thing. Like I would want to do something with my school too, but like that was one thing I was worried about.
It's a headache. I'm not gonna hold you, but you know, especially small ass schools like that.
Yeah.
You know, the goal is to grow, obviously, and get more schools underneath the belt. I actually got some verbal commitments from other places, so. But who knows? You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
We'll see if that all goes through.
I mean, that's what's gonna be interesting too, because like now they're even saying there's a second wave coming in the fall, so like they don't even know if school's gonna start in the fall, anyways.
That shit's dicey, bro. I'm not gonna hold
you. But I think this is great for. I think this is going to be the start of the end of colleges. Of people going, at least.
All right, talk to me.
Well, I already think that college is not really going to be as popular in 50 years. It's my 50-year prediction, even in 20 years.
The jig is up with college, bro.
Yeah, so I think this is the beginning of, obviously it's online learning. So even kids are like, what are we paying for now? Like, what were you paying for at the beginning anyways? To sit in the lecture hall?
Exactly. I think school is necessary, but not at the clip that they give it to. Like, I think there's pieces of school that are very valuable.
Oh, yeah.
But charging people $70,000, making them go into crippling debt for the rest of their life for it, I don't think no experience is worth that.
Yeah. That's what
I recognize that. If you could operate now as lean as schools are operating now, then they could see, like, the public could see, like, yo, we can still operate. I can still get a degree. Like, for me, for instance, I'm at Yale right now, right? And I've been trying to talk to administration to offer up online classes or distance learning because I'm an entrepreneur. I got this I need to do. I need this. I need, like, to not have to be physically here all the time. And they were like, no, we don't have the capacity for that. Like, they were saying that. And then when this happened, the COVID shit struck and everybody's quarantined, all of a sudden they got the capacity to go online, like, overnight.
Yeah.
And now I'm like, yo, if you could do it if you want to, you just don't want to. And now people are seeing, like, yo, I don't gotta be physically at that school to get the degree, like, which was in people's mind before, but now they're, like, really forced to deal with it.
Yeah, for sure. Even now, just like jobs too. I seen like a meme where it was just like, you know, that email or that meeting could have been just an email now, as it is now.
Sure, son. I'm in this little group of people. You know, I'm an introverted person, and I feel like Zoom meetings and FaceTime shits, even something like this, to be honest with you, is like much for us. Mm-hmm. And we realize, yo, you could just email me. You could just text me. Like, we don't have to physically be in front of each other all the time. So to your point, I think old business tactics are probably going to go out the window, and schooling and as we know it.
Yeah. Yeah, and I mean, I think long-term it will be better. Just like now we're using all the technology we actually have.
We should have been using this technology, man.
Oh, yeah, that's the point.
Forcing people to commute for 45 minutes for an hour just to be in there because you're there, that shit was stupid. Like, and it saves businesses money at the end of the day. Like, I don't have to have the overhead of renting out office space and paying for all this shit. If I could get you to do the same work at home, and you'll be happier if you're at home. And more times than not, you actually are more productive when you're home.
Yeah, and I mean, yeah, and then the other thing I've been thinking too, I know like some restaurants are like struggling, but I think like for some smaller restaurants, I think they might be like thriving right now because all the takeout.
Yeah, local ones people are really buying from. Uber Eats and Grubhub is hitting me every 20 minutes with some code.
Oh man, yeah. So what else have you been like? What have you been like binge watching and stuff?
I watched Black as Fuck.
How was that?
It's kind of funny. It's on Netflix. Money Heist. I finished. Money Heist is a drag, bro. It take forever to finish Money Heist. And really just watching podcasts and stuff. I've in the background while I'm getting my creative juices going, I just have podcasts going and shit.
I listen to less podcasts now that we've been in quarantine.
Yeah?
Yeah. It's crazy.
I've been on. Yeah, it's been that. I watched Parasite the other night. It's supposed to be like a critically acclaimed movie.
Was that the one about the viruses? Or virus?
Nah. It sounded like it would have something to do with it, but it has nothing to do with it. It's about a Korean family, Korea, where a poor family infiltrates this rich family's home and becomes like
I lost you again. Been doing it all day. What's up, Renee? Let's see. Damn, I'm going to have to edit this one a lot. Sort of. See if he's still in there. The internet strikes again. Pretty much. Damn. This is crazy. I'm about to text him, I guess. See, is he still in here? He's still in there. Tell us one of your crazy stories. Nah, those are too good. Those are too good for the live. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, you got like a 5-minute limit, and then you can come back.
Yeah. I thought.
It's all good. Yeah, I don't even know what. Actually, I'm probably gonna check out that surfboard one because everyone's talking about that show. I thought it was a movie at first. I hate when it's a friggin'. It looks like a movie, and then you click on it, and then it's a series, and I'm like, damn, like I just want to watch a movie.
And movies. You know what else I've been watching? Like when I'm with my niece and stuff, they be watching crazy. I'm gonna blame it on them, but really, that shit is low key fire. 90 Day Fiance, that shit is hell, son. 90 Day Fiance is funny as hell.
Oh yeah, so I did the Love Is Blind interview with the guy Rory.
Word.
So that one was pretty interesting. Actually, Renee co-hosted
You
it.
did it with the dude that nobody knows anything about?
Yeah.
Yo, Love is Blind, first and foremost. First and foremost. That shit was low-key funny as well. Like, I got hooked. I watched like 3 or 4 episodes of that shit. I also watched there's like some other shit where they can't have sex and they got all these like 21-year-old and they can't have sex with each other inside a house.
Oh yeah, I've seen it. Yeah, I didn't see that.
I don't know
I
what that
saw the
shit's called.
preview.
They got those shits too. Like, I'm this close to fucking watching them shits.
Yeah, so actually that guy, he got engaged on the show. It just wasn't shown because the producers didn't think that many people were going to get engaged.
Yo, would you go?
So they got on so I think it was like 7 people, and I don't know how many slots they had, whatever they thought, maybe like a couple.
Where?
What? Well, you said that, would I go on there? You're into romance?
I'm into comedy, and that's shit is...
All right, would you go on a show like Love is Blind?
Hell no, I got you, shorty, yo. I with my emotions on my face, I cannot do it. Like, if I'm talking to you and you sound good and you telling me what I need to hear, and then we see face to face and that shit don't match up, like, I'm gonna hit it with like, y'all, we can't move forward, shorty. Like, we have to run this back. Like, I'm good.
Well, what if you had like crazy conversations like they did in the show?
Nah.
Well, the other thing is you could tell like how they casted. They casted like all good looking people.
Yeah, I mean, not all of them shorties was good looking though.
Well, I'm saying, but there was like you could tell they casted it by.
Yeah, I mean, that's true. They're not gonna have dogs on there, but at the end of the day, I got my own standard. I know the show got a standard, but I got my own standard.
Now I want to see you on the show.
I'm gonna be dead ass like, yo, this ain't it. Run this back. Let's do this again. Or you gotta at least give me like 2 or 3 options. Like, if this one ain't good, put me in that direction. For all they know, they might not fuck with me. So I'm not gonna sit here act like I'm that ill. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean none. Yeah, I guess none of them. Well, I guess one. Yeah, the one couple with Mark and what's her name, Jessica. They were weird.
Yeah. They was weird, but they probably the one that worked out. Nah, the black girl and the white dude is the one that worked out. They got like a YouTube channel.
Oh yeah, yo, they're killing. Oh, they got like millions of followers now.
Son.
Bro, they got deals already. I seen it on.
You want to get the clout up real quick? That's the type of show you go on. Those type of shows, go get the followers up and then, come out with like a fucking skincare line or some shit.
That's what happened because the first week I saw it and they had like 4,000 followers. Second week it was like 100,000. Third week 300,000. Now million. They literally got million.
See, that's the come up right there. We over here trying to get it organically and get it out the mud. Fuck that. We got to go on a dating show and then we got to pump PG sports.
I would go on a dating show to do that. To clout chase.
For a fact. You think I'm not going on a show and be rocking Dumo all fucking day? I'm not even telling them it's my brand. I'll be like, yo, I got some fire back at my crib. Y'all need to get on.
Oh man. So anyways, jumping back into entrepreneurship, what are like some things that you learn and you had to like self-teach yourself?
Oh man,
I know you learn a lot. Tell me like things you learned that you never thought you were gonna do. Because like I know you probably now know how to do like a little bit of graphics. You know about t-shirt. You know about t-shirt fabrics.
I know Photoshop now because you have to learn it yourself. I know Final Cut now because you had to learn it. Algorithms and shit like that I didn't care about before. But yeah, t-shirt fabrics. I had to learn what dry fit was made of. I have to learn. You gotta learn business. You gotta learn it all on the fly. I had to learn something about myself. You have to self-evaluate because when things don't work out the way you plan them to consistently, and you're the common denominator, a lot of times you gotta realize like, yo, maybe it's yourself that's not doing something correctly. It can't be everybody. The world against you on multiple things. So you had to do some self-reflection. One thing that I had to recognize was that I had to be more transparent with people. I'm the type of person that's kind of like, I hold things close to the chest, but at the same time, people won't be able to help, or people won't know what to do for you if you don't put it out there for them. So yeah, you can block your own blessings by being too close to the chest with things.
Yeah, for sure. We just flipped the switch like totally. We went from Love is Blind to some real shit.
I don't know. That's the dichotomy of talking to me, man. What are you talking about? These are our regular conversations, by the way, people. Like, when me and PG talk, like, our shits be so all over the place.
Hey, yo, you seen that show? Yo, you know that manufacturer? Yeah, they can't even make a two-tone beanie. They can't even make this beanie.
I need that beanie, bro. I need that.
Like I can't. I'm dead ass just gonna do it as just like a test, just like kind of like a little joke. Like, I'm gonna send the picture of this to like a couple of the people that I've done stuff with and be like, yo, can you get this type of beanie?
Son, that's fire.
I just want to see what they say. Like, I remember just like me and you talking about this. Like, we want like simple things. Like, well, we think it's simple at least, and it's just like, yeah, could you just like embroider this on the sleeve? And they're like, nah. What was the thing that you wanted? Oh, you wanted it on the hoodie, right? You wanted the print on the hoodie?
Yeah, I wanted to print on the hoodie. I got it, thank goodness. But then that's the other thing. Like, with people like you and me, is that we have an idea, we want to execute it. So then we gotta go find somebody to execute it. And once you weed through several different people who will finally do it for you, that one person that could do it, now can they do it at scale? Can they do it at a good price? Can they do it consistently? It's like so many different layers you got to keep in mind.
Yeah. Even just like, it's just like, I wish I could just do it myself almost sometimes. But also, I don't want to do it myself because I know it won't work.
See, that's the other thing with being an entrepreneur, especially a small ass business like you're in mine right now, where we got so many ideas, and we try to get it done by people, and they flake for whatever reason, and then we like, fuck it, we're gonna do it ourselves. But then you overwhelm yourself trying to get it all done, and then you like, fuck it, I'm not doing that no more. So I was like, let me get a heat press. I can make shirts. It's easy enough to do, but I don't want to do that shit because I'll be just doing heat pressing all day long. I won't actually be building the business.
Yeah, that's why I've been doing too many lives. So I told myself I'm not doing any lives next week because, one, I got to clip up all these clips from it, and two, I just got to like focus on some other things because I've been like, pretty much I've been doing these, and then the rest of the day I'm like, all right, I'm chilling for a minute, and then I start
up. Yo, I gotta get branded up out here. First of all,
yo, where's your hat? Like, you don't have Dumo hats, yo. You got beanies. You gotta get the snapbacks.
I got headband. What? We Dumo out. Everybody Dumo out.
You gotta get the snapback though.
Fuck a snapback, man.
You never made them, right?
Dumo, let's talk more doing.
I thought, at first I heard the crinkling sound. I thought they were like peanuts or something.
Peanuts? I got Dumo peanuts.
Yo, actually, I think I'm gonna do this. You could probably do it. You could do it too. My boy, he's a rapper, and he was like, "Yo, could you make me like a little label?" And he's like, "Yo, I'm gonna put candy in it." Kind of creepy about saying it out loud, I guess. But like, he just handed it out to people with his like label on it, like where to find his music, and it was like a little bag of candy.
Yeah, that sounds suspect. I'm not gonna hold you.
Well, like, it's almost like a
white van. You gonna give them out in the with no windows?
When I said it, when I saw it, it looked cool. When I said it out loud, it kind of sounded weird.
Yeah, it does sound weird. So, X-nay on making the candy.
But yeah, at this point, since we're quarantined, I'm kind of getting to that point where I might have to just go buy that mini heat press because like it went down. It used to be like 500 a couple years ago. It's only like 150 now.
Yo, me and you need a fucking
the heat press. It's only 150 on Amazon.
Yeah, because not everyone is heat pressed either. Like,
well, no, I just want it for like one off. Some if someone says, "Yo, I want some orange shorts," I'm like, all right, I'm not printing 50 orange shorts. Like, I'll go buy a pair of orange shorts.
Can we talk about that with people demanding from you that they
no matter what color scheme you come out with, someone's always going to ask for a different one.
Son, I can come out with 19 different colors. Someone's gonna ask for one that I don't have, and then be like, hit me when you do have it. And it's like, you gotta understand, it takes a lot. I gotta buy it at scale, so I can't just buy one orange one for you. I'd have to buy 20 of them, and then only you want it. So it doesn't make sense for me to do that. And then I'll just have 19 at the crib sitting. And then even when I do get it, you probably won't fuck with it. You by that time, like, you gotta hit me and be like, yeah, dog, maybe next week. Crickets on the phone.
Bro, I definitely lost sales from the beginning when there wasn't Printful around. And I used to not get it for months. And I even like lost out on some pro athletes that I never got them gear in a time period that was like, they answered back.
Yeah, it happens, man. I mean, it's just the cost of business. And I think what happens is, as you're trying to grow and try to figure your way through all this stuff, people, they look at you like they want you to be all the way ready, all the way matured as a business. They're looking at Amazon, they get it in 2 days. So anything past that, you're done.
Yeah, it's true. Yeah, even I had some orders now, and obviously it's delayed because of Corona. And then I'm just like, it's like super delayed. Like someone didn't get their stuff. They just got it like the other day from April 4th.
Son, that's like half of my shit is all delayed, and people, thank goodness, you know, for the most part, I think like 99% of people who've ordered from me are all understanding. But you get the ones that hit me every other day, like, yo, what's up? And then for them, you just got to bite the bullet and like give them the bread back or whatever, just to get rid of the headache. One dude bought a Dumo mug for me. Shout out to him, right? So he gets it, and I don't know what the manufacturer was doing what they were smoking when they made this, but it had like less talking, more doing on here, and then the Dumo logo.
Yeah.
They put all of it on top of each other. So you can't tell what it is. I'm like, how does that make sense to you when you let that out the manufacturing warehouse? But
yeah,
you know, it's just niggas just jump off the run.
Yeah, I even seen like one time I didn't even know like this shirt came out bad, and the person was just wearing it in the back, and the PG Sports logo is in the center and it's supposed to be on the top. And I'm just like, they didn't.
With drop shipping is that you don't get to see the quality before the customer does. You can order samples all you want, but if it gets made from all different warehouses, it's a crapshoot.
I should suggest to them, you guys should take pictures of front and back and send it to us before you send it out to the customer, because they do quote unquote test it. So
yeah, now they do direct garment. That was a machine that we might need to look. You might go halvesies on a DTG machine.
What, the one that prints?
That's more practical.
Oh yeah, but I wonder how much the ink is.
Yeah, that's a fact.
Yeah, that's probably a lot. No, so I want to get the heat press just so I'll just get like the PG Sports logos, like whatever I'll order, like 100 of them, 200, and then just heat. I have to pick out a good size that could fit all, you know, like shorts, whatever, and t-shirts, I guess, and hoodies maybe, and then just heat up and then just press them on.
Yeah, and then I'll be at your house every fucking day.
And then I was like, because one time it was funny. We were at, we were doing an interview, and my boy Mizwork, he didn't, Mustafa Heron, he forgot his shirt that said Mizwork on it. This dude comes out, he pulls it out. He's like, oh yeah, yo, I'll just go print one at my crib. And then he came back and had it. And he had the heat press. I was like, that's when I was like, all right, I need that.
There's mad people locally that have heat presses too. Like they got the machines at the crib.
I told you they're cheap now.
Just
bro, this shit used to be 500, and now they're like 150.
Hey, like everything as technology grows. I was just looking at the hard drive yesterday because my computer is filled up with a bunch of bullshit.
I just bought a new one.
Son, I finally filled up my hard drives. I have
how big?
2 4-gigabyte hard drives.
4 gigabyte? And 4 terabyte?
4 terabyte.
And you filled them up?
It filled up.
Oh,
I got
the filling up with the podcast.
Thing. Shout out to y'all people, to your followers here. I know most of y'all don't know me, so it's like, who is this dude that he's talking to with this headband? Aside from Dumo, I have a podcast called The Famously Average. Look it up. Famously Average. You can look up YouTube, SoundCloud, all that, iTunes, Spotify. Where we talk about entrepreneurship and we talk about my co-host and I. My co-host is into real estate. He's a real estate investor and a real estate agent. So he talks about him starting his real estate business and all the trials and tribulations of being a person of color in that space. And me, I talk about being an entrepreneur, going to school, managing a 9-to-5, all that work-life balance. What else I do? I have a bad habit of not talking about this. Oh yeah, I wrote a book. I be forgetting I wrote a book.
There it is.
Oh, straight off. Shout out to you.
Yeah, I listen every week. You don't even know that.
I know you listen. You one of the few. Shout out to you.
Yeah. Actually,
we're gonna talk about that documentary today. We're gonna just do it like as a one-off, not even an episode.
Yeah, actually,
shout out to Carl.
I pretty much know all about real estate from JR.
Yo, real estate is interesting because most of the people that I follow or read about that are wealthy and successful, whatever that really means, they have stake in real estate some way, somehow. I don't want to be a landlord. I don't want to deal with people.
Yeah, that I just see so many like we're talking about t-shirt problems. Imagine people problems.
Son, you gonna be sleeping, knocked out, sound asleep after a hard day, and someone calls you at 2:00 in the morning to come fix their leaky pipe. Like, fuck that.
Yeah. I already got this. I already got it up.
Oh, look at that, man. I'm on it. We doing the same shit. You did yesterday's already?
Yeah.
See, that's why I fuck with you, man. You go hard. Matter of fact, we should do it. Fuck JR. We're gonna do it.
All right. I'm with it.
You already got 2. I got it. JR's my man.
I'll be on it.
Let's do it. I should have thought about you. I forgot. Damn.
Oh, you guys filmed it already?
Nah, but like it just makes sense. You're a sports guy. Like I should have did it with you. I was looking for somebody to talk about it with because JR, though he's my man, he's like a Knicks fan and he's not really like, you know what I mean? So I need somebody who's just as invested as I am in this Bulls documentary, man.
Yeah, so it's funny because like I think people forget like that like I know a lot about sports information because I mean obviously I'm just like promoting content stuff now.
Yeah.
Even though I don't really watch sports that much, but I know a lot about sports. And like I was saying the other day, I know I used to be able to name like every single baseball lineup, like baseball start, like all the starting players for each team.
Shit, man.
That's a difficult convo with any Knicks fans.
Hell yeah, man. Imagine trying to talk.
Yo, imagine if you're a Knicks, Jets, and Mets fan. Must be the worst.
There's people out there living that sad life.
Oh, and throwing Islanders in there too. Imagine that for
people that's living that sad life, and you wonder why people in the Northeast are fucking mad all the time.
The coolest thing though about if you're actually like a Mets fan, Islanders and Knicks, they're all the same colors. That's dope.
That's your only solid. So we got similar colors.
Well, I'm saying then you could rock it and it matches.
Oh, well, yeah. I mean, you could buy a pair of shoes, I guess, one. But either way, I'm all over the place with my fanhood. I'm a Bulls fan. I'm a Steelers fan. I'm a Yankee fan. I'm pretty much just teams that were winning when I was younger.
Yeah, well, I'm a Dolphins fan, Nets fan, and Yankees.
Yeah, my fanhood makes zero sense, but it don't have to make sense. It's the beauty about fandom. You can be fans of whoever.
Pretty much the only way you ever look weird, I think, in my opinion, is if you like a random baseball team, because I feel like the baseball team is always local.
Yeah. Baseball is so trash bags, yo.
You think baseball's gonna have a season?
I hope they don't.
Why?
Because it's so bad. I mean, hopefully this thing with the Rona, bro, like I think really it should do a lot of business. They gotta self-reflect, they gotta take time and be like, yo, what are we doing wrong here? And hopefully come out the other end better for it. I think baseball is one of the sports where it's like it's so slow and it drags. And the reason why they make so much bread is because they have so many baseball games, 162 games a year. But it's not good quality, man. And I think that their baseball athletes, they're not going to change because the bread is still coming in. But at the end of the day, I think they need to change that product a little bit. They need to speed it up. They need to make it more enticing. They need to open up the playoffs to not to be to like 3 teams or some shit that they have. You know what I mean? Like they need to rally around their stars a little better. Like Mike Trout could walk in my crib right now and I wouldn't know Mike Trout. Like,
yeah. I mean, that's the other thing. Like, I feel like they're just not like baseball players. I feel like not a lot of them use social media a lot or like utilize it well enough.
they don't have to. You could do like the NBA. The NBA like uses their content and like makes them like, if you're not gonna use it on your page, we're gonna use it on our page. MLB, I don't think I've ever been on an MLB social media page.
No, because they don't let people use their content.
First mistake.
Yeah, that's the problem.
That's your first mistake. Well, whatever. Fuck it. I'm not here to solve baseball problems. I got my own.
You think there's gonna be an NFL season?
Yeah, they're gonna find a way to put football on TV, bro. That's gonna happen.
Yeah, too much money.
Too much bread. Speaking of football, you see the drafts, yo? That had some of the funniest moments.
Yeah.
You see my man who got drafted, I forget his name, but he had gotten on the phone and then his shorty was
CD Lamb.
Yeah, and she took his phone. He took that shit right back.
He tweeted about it and was like, "Yo, wasn't that serious?"
Bro, every dude in this Instagram live, comment a thumbs up if you've ever been in a situation like that. Shorty.
Yes, she also gained like 25,000 followers after that. I don't know. That was after there like one day, so she probably got more now.
Hey, to her, it's worth it, I guess.
How about, did you see the Russell Wilson picture?
Russell Wilson? Nah, what happened?
It was like his wife. I think it was his wife at the time that when he got drafted, and she was like going crazy, and now like they're obviously divorced, and he's married to Sierra. So they were like, it's not who finishes first; it's who finishes last.
It goes, man.
Russell
stepped up. I was a little worried for Russell in the beginning, man. He was wearing Bahama Mama shirts. Like, yo. But he stepped it up. He got with Sierra.
Oh, how do you feel about the NBA? They said they're opening up facilities May 1st, some of them in limited areas, but then that might be a disadvantage to other teams that can't open up. Like competition-wise, no, we're not talking about safety stuff.
I think that I'm surprised why that they haven't done so, because if the way that I've been in some of these NBA locker rooms through like some of my friends who played in the league, and they got such like tight-knit personnel. I don't see why they couldn't figure out a way to have a couple guys come in at a time and work out, or have it cleaned, or be safe about it. That's the beauty about basketball. I think basketball out of all the sports is going to be the one more likely to be able to come out the other side of this, because it's less dudes on the team first and foremost. Yeah. And they got the ability to just like, you can play basketball without people, but if you have some dope ass camera angles, like people gonna watch that shit.
Yeah, they might be able to do some things that they weren't necessarily able to with fans in it, like camera-wise.
I'm not gonna hold you though. This horse and 2K shit that they doing is trash.
Yeah, I think it's already done.
It's super trash. They should have never did that one. But hey, you can't hurt them for trying. Football is a sport. I don't think you can't play football without the fans.
Yeah, I guess. I think the most interesting thing is going to be because golf is going to come back first, and it's going to be interesting. It's going to be interesting to see if like everyone's just like tuned into golf.
We thirst for sports right now. This Bulls documentary is.
I mean, the other sport that I think why not is like tennis. It's non-contact.
You could make it compelling if you put it on, but they're just not putting it on. It just,
like I'd definitely rather watch tennis than golf, for sure.
Golf was fire when Tiger was out there.
Yeah, but it's only fire at the end, like when it's like close and
That's what I'm saying. Like I was saying, my whole rant about sports coming out the other side of this is like stripped down to like the best parts. You know how the NFL gives you the red zone? People want to stay home versus like you have a better experience at home. All the other sports, like golf, I don't need you to be 4 days long, bro. Like over like what they start on Thursdays and end on Sundays tournaments. Yeah. Fuck that. Give me straight to a Sunday.
True.
Viewers.
How do you feel about marble racing?
Now that's something I like.
Are you serious?
Yo, just the announcing. The announcers.
I still haven't watched it.
Whoever does the announcing, like, they're fire.
Oh, marble racing.
I'll take any type of competition right now, man. That's how bad I need some sports in my life.
Just no esports. What if it was uncensored, though? I think it'd be dope if it was uncensored.
Everything needs to be uncensored, man.
Well, yeah.
They need to they need to allow all of this stuff. Like, we all grown here. And if you're not grown, that's your parents' fault.
Well, that's the other funny thing, that everything's happening now is just like everyone's going wild on Instagram Live, just talking reckless. Like even the MJ doc, they're letting them swear. Or like, not censor or whatever you want to.
This is the first time some people are hearing their favorite basketball players curse.
Yeah. I know. Actually, I want to see the ratings because ESPN, it simultaneously airs on ESPN2 with like the edited version.
Yeah, I see it lined up when I go to the app. It has.
So I want to know what the ratings are there. I want to know how many people are actually watching the edited version.
So yesterday I missed the first episode, and so I went back, and when it runs back, they censor it. Yeah, so I was like, oh. I watched the second episode, and then MJ was cursing, dropping F-bombs all left and right. And then when I ran back the first episode, I'm like, why are they bleeping it out? They just let it fly. So I guess they, on the playbacks, they censor it.
Yeah, because once they start rerunning it, they're going to be like, everyone's going to be like, what the hell?
But that's raw, man. Like,
yeah.
I think we've come a fairly long way with cable TV, where it's like cursing is the least thing that I'm worried about when it comes to what they putting on TV. So let's just let it rock, man.
True. Yeah.
Yeah.
Especially on Instagram. Instagram's wild right now.
That's what I'm saying. That's if we have access to these people in their daily lives and we hear them cursing anyway, it's no surprise. So let's just let it ride when they're the most passionate thing that they're doing in their life.
True. What are you learning about at Yale right now? Give me some crazy stuff. Give me some new words.
They're not teaching me vocabulary words.
Yeah, but I know you're learning about something that I never thought about or anything.
Oh, I did learn something today that I think is like some bullshit, but hey, if you can get away with it. There's this disorder that for kids, not kids, for people that don't, who aren't good at arithmetic, so who aren't good at math, basically, and they call it dyscalculia or something like that. And it sounds like some little kid made that shit up, but apparently it's a real thing. And so parents are diagnosing their kids with dyscalculia when they don't do so good in like algebra class. And mainly it's white parents in suburbs. So it's like they got an out for you if you fail in your math class. They just say you got dyscalculia and call it a day and take you out that class.
So yeah, that's why it's weird.
Me and you, we failed math class. We just getting slapped by our parents.
Yeah, that's why. Oh my God, there's so many. And you know what's crazy too? There's not even. I don't know when you were in college. I mean, high school. When I was in high school, it was like there was basic level, academic, and then honors.
Yeah.
But now it's like there's none of that anymore. It's just like I forgot what it's even called now. But then I'm like, so how are colleges like looking at this? Because it doesn't make sense.
Yo, none of it makes sense, man. It really depends on where you're going to school and the population around it. Because I've seen some people, you know, the schools in the South versus the schools up here, right? Like I think our schools are ranked like out of 1 through 5, we're like a 1.5. In the Northeast, it's something crazy like that.
Yeah, it's not good.
Yeah, man. Schools. What was your grades like in school?
I was proud of my 2.9 GPA in college.
What about high school?
Or 2.8. Same thing. It was 2.9. Consistency is key.
I feel you. I'm not gonna lie.
The same thing. That's why I was like, yo, 2.9 sounds bad. This is why GPA shouldn't be a thing anymore, because 2.9 sounds kind of bad, but it's really not that bad because it's like a 2.67 is a B minus. So and a 3.0 is a B. So if it was just a percentage, my percentage would be somewhere in between 80 and like 86.
I could tell you probably used that on your mom. Like, yo, listen, I know it sounds like, think of it as a percentage.
No, I was good because I got better grades than my sister, so I was good. You know what I'm saying? Like, so if you know.
I know PG had a sibling.
So yeah, if you do better than your sibling, you're good.
Well, I did. I was in the middle. I had siblings who were better than me, and then siblings who were beneath me when it came to grades. So I hovered in the middle.
But I'm saying, imagine if you were a person that were letting people into college, you'd be like, all right, this person had an 85% instead of, oh, this person has a 2 point whatever.
Yeah, it sounds right.
No, it sounds better, but it's universal. Everyone gets it.
I mean, at the end of the day, it's everything in life. It doesn't matter how you couch it, how you put that shit together, how you articulate it, and you could be a B+ student or a B student, or even C students that I'm seeing out here in these streets. If you know how to finesse and you could talk,
true,
you might get your way in.
Yeah, I think I told you this before. I didn't get into UConn.
They didn't accept you, bro?
No, not even.
You should have hit them with I got this percentage, and you should have hit it with that line.
I didn't even get into the what do they call them? The other ones.
The state schools?
No. Like the UConn sub campuses or whatever you want to call them.
Oh, satellite campuses?
Yeah. I didn't even get into there.
Damn, bro. Damn. I mean, I got my bitch ass. You ain't missed nothing.
Nah, I didn't miss anything.
Except I got the UConn connect. I know Renee was in here a little while. She might have dipped out, but she could speak to spring weekend.
Nah, she probably wasn't there.
She probably wasn't there. All right, I see you taking that for her.
She's probably playing basketball.
Huh?
I said she was probably playing in the gym.
Yeah. We all were shooting in the gym.
All right, we got 10 seconds, so I appreciate you coming on, and yeah, of course we'll be talking. Yeah, let me know if you want me to do the end.